What's going on, everybody? It's your boy MOOD to the Z. Yeah. Alright, so guys, this is going to be my haul for November. I know it's like December 21st today, if that's when this goes up. But I've been meaning to do this for the last couple weeks. It's just been a really hectic last couple weeks with everything that's going on and shit like that. I don't want to get into it, but it's just been busy as fuck. So I haven't actually gotten anything personally in December except for today. I actually did get a package. It was a bunch of pre-order stuff that was for December. So this is pretty much everything that I actually did accumulate in November, with the exception of my Mondo Macabro sales package, which, man, dude, seriously, like, I waited like 15, 16 days for them to ship that, and then 3 more weeks passed by, so I emailed him. I said, yo, man, what's going on with this shit? After some back and forth, he realized he never fucking even sent it. So now this is like 6 weeks later. It shipped about a week ago, so now it's been 7 weeks for like 4 Blu-rays. So anyways, those will be in my December haul because I still got my VS package coming, Vinegar Syndrome package. Actually should be here tomorrow. So I'll just throw that into the Christmas haul and December haul and stuff like that. But this is what I accumulated. It's actually not that, well, it's semi-big anyways, I guess, for, you know, it is what it is. I don't know. We'll start off with a couple DVDs here, get into some standard stuff, and then into the niche companies and shit like that. Oh, actually, before I start here, something I always forget to do. Every time I pick up a figure, I'm not really much of a figure person. Like, I do pick them up here and there, and so I do like them. I just don't go out of my way to buy them and stuff. But anyways, I came across these little mini mystery things or whatever, so I grabbed the last 2 that were in this box. And it was kind of funny, actually, because I opened them up, and I'm like, oh, motherfucker, they're the same shits. And then my kid looks at them, and he goes, no, they're not the same. One has blood on it. I'm like, oh, shit, you're right, dude. But anyways, so I picked up this little mini of, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that properly. A little bit of Pennywise here, these little mystery minis. Kind of cool. And then here was the other variant of it, and it had the blood. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So, yeah, I usually don't show this shit off. I always forget because I'm so concerned about the movies and shit like that. But, all right, anyways, I digress. Getting messages from everybody. Yeah, all right. A little bit of rum and eggnog. All right, that's how we do it, right? All right, so DVDs here. This pisses me off. I'll explain. So first up, Orgy of the Living Dead. This just came out. I actually ordered the Blu-ray, and they sent me the DVD. I don't know how the fuck this happens. So I went online today, and I checked out the Amazon and shit like that. The Blu-ray isn't even available on Amazon.ca. So how they had it up for pre-order, I don't even know. So somehow they sent me the DVD. It's so strange. So I'm just going to keep it for now because I actually can't even get a copy on Blu-ray right now because they don't have it. I talked to customer service and stuff, and I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to keep this for now. It's better than having nothing and shit like that. But I eventually will get the Blu-ray. But yeah, this is from Full Moon. Paul Naschy film, Orgy of the Living Dead. So, you know, I'm happy to have it right now, but I'd rather have it on Blu-ray, of course, because it's fucking Paul Naschy and shit. So, but anyways, an odd mistake that usually doesn't happen a lot where you order a Blu-ray, get a DVD. It's happened to me a couple times in the past, but this is kind of a unique situation where I can't even get the Blu-ray, so I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I got so much shit. All right. Oh, again, I'm in the music studio for people that keep asking when I film in here. It's just because it's like the quietest place in the house, and it's where I do all my podcasting and stuff. But if you guys do hear some noises and bangings and screaming, it's because my obnoxious family is watching the Steelers game upstairs, and they're crazy football fans. So, anyways, I digress. Amputee with an Axe, also known as Scream Bloody Murder, and also Captive Female. This movie's got tons of names. It's so funny, man. This movie's from like 1972, 73, 75. It has so many different release dates. It's ridiculous. The reason why I picked up this kind of like gray market DVD is because someone actually Patreoned this pick for me through the podcast. And I'd never actually seen this movie before. It's actually not too bad, though. I gotta say, it actually wasn't that bad. So, Amputee with an Axe. And that's literally what it is. You know, it's about a dude that, you know, kills his dad in the beginning of the film, loses his hand after he kills him. He kills his dad on a tractor. He ends up falling off the tractor. Tractor runs over his hand, loses it, and then it just goes crazy from there. But yeah, Amputee with an Axe. Yeah. If you guys watched my last update, I picked up a shit ton of Scooby-Doo movies. I didn't go crazy this month or whatever. Actually, these ones I had coming in October or whatever, but I never got them. But we do got Scooby-Doo in Arabian Nights, which is a fun one. It's a fun one. And then we got Scooby-Doo, What the Fuck? No, not Scooby-Doo, What the Fuck, but that would be funny if it was called What the Fuck. Scooby-Doo in Where's My Mummy? I like this one too. This is a pretty fun one. Yeah, I dig it. And this one, I love this movie, man. So I think this is the very first TV movie that came out in like 87, 88 or something like that. And that's Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers. Always liked this one. Fun. sent me the snapper case, which is funny because I didn't order that. It's happened to me twice now, I think. But it is what it is. Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers. Good one. So that's it for the DVDs. Get into the standard Blu-ray shit in here. Some of this is non-horror. Some of this is Christmas upgrades and pickups and stuff like that too. So first up, we got Brandon Cronenberg's Possessor Uncut. Fucking phenomenal. Absolutely love this movie. I thought it was great. I'm such a big fan of Antiviral. You know, you can tell Brandon is also obviously very influenced by his father. This is a great example of him, you know, just putting his own kind of spin on what his dad used to do with body horror and stuff like that. This is really cool, man. I don't really want to get into it, but it's awesome. Definitely check it out if you like kind of sci-fi body horror / horror. Like, it's cool, man. It's got a lot of different cool shit that's going on. There's a lot of in-depth kind of commentary that's going on in it too. It's fucking cool, man. But Possessor, loved it. Finally picked up a copy of Color Out of Space. I dug it. You know, it's not my favorite version of this H.P. Lovecraft story, but I do dig this, and Nick Cage has got one hilarious-ass scene in this movie. It's just totally pulls a Nick Cage, totally over-the-top acting and shit. It's pretty funny. Yeah, no, it was decent, though, man. I love the Tommy Chong parts in this. That was pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see Richard Stanley, you know, come back and do another movie. He's like one of my all-time favorites. Hardware and Dust Devil. He did two of my favorite 90s horror movies of all time. And, but yeah, Color Out of Space. Cool shit. Very colorful, of course. Another upgrade here. Well, that wasn't an upgrade, but upgrade to Feast. Man, this Blu-ray doesn't look very good. It feels like it's just kind of like an upkeep or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't really... I know this movie was shot pretty low budget and stuff, but still a fun-ass movie, dude. Gory, just hilarious. It's such a fun siege-type movie, man. It's great stuff. Feast. Finally picked up Gretel and Hansel. Now, I picked this up because I'm a big fan of Oz Perkins, and I wanted to check this out, and I heard nothing but good things, and I was like, you know what, I'm probably going to dig it enough to pick it up. It was like $10 on Blu-ray, so picked it up because I liked Oz Perkins' other films, of course, and, you know, this is what I expected from him. I did expect a little bit more. I was kind of a little bit disappointed, to be honest, because I was hoping he was going to do a little bit more with the story. Yeah, it's very atmospheric. It's shot really well. It's acted really well. But I thought that he probably could have got a little bit more crazy with the witch and, you know, eating kids and just things like that. Kind of went into it. It felt like he did the story pretty standardized, just very, very artsy, you know. And so I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it. But, you know, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Oz is going to do next, man. He's definitely got the eye for cinema, unlike his father, you know. I mean, Anthony Perkins actually was quite the good director himself. He doesn't really get the credit for, you know, his directorial attributes. I mean, I love Psycho 3. I think what he does with transitions in that movie are great, but yeah, Oz Perkins is cool. Upgrade here, Christmas Horror Story. I've had the DVD for a long time, and I don't know why I never upgraded this, because I love this movie. There's one short in it that's really not the greatest, but overall, man, very atmospheric. A lot of good shit that's going on. It's pretty damn solid for an anthology, kind of done in that vein of like a Trick or Treat, where I think things are kind of intertwining a little bit and stuff from what I remember. Maybe not. I might be totally tripping balls right now, but I actually know maybe it is separate stories. I can't fucking remember right now. I'm being stupid. Maybe it's too much rum and eggnog. I don't know, but I just spent like the last 6 hours editing episode 200 of the podcast, so be sure to check that shit out when it drops. It should be on Patreon probably tonight, so if you're a Patreoner, check that out. It'll be up in a couple days on my channel and stuff, but it's over 9 hours long. No shit, fucking 9 hours. Crazy. So check that shit out. But yeah, Christmas Horror Story. Had to upgrade. Had to get this, man. Oh, I'm a big fan of Mel Gibson, and Fat Man, just the premise of it had me in tears, man. When I first heard what it was about a boy that basically receives coal as a present from Santa Claus, played by Mel Gibson, and he puts a hit out on him. So, it's like, why has this idea never been done before? Because every kid at one point, probably when they were younger, like, fuck Santa, he didn't bring me what I wanted, kind of thing, right? Awesome shit, though, man. I really enjoyed this. It's just got a lot of heart. It's just, Mel Gibson actually really does kill the role. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty much, I didn't know what to expect from going into this, and it's cool, man. I think it's neat. Did I just use the word adjective? Neat? Did I just say neat? Who the fuck says neat? That's weird. Never say that word. That was random. All right, upgrade for my another upgrade here. Bad Santa. Just wanted to grab the Blu-ray. I fucking love this movie. It's so funny, dude. Like, oh man, Billy Bob Thornton is just outstanding in this shit, man. Rest in peace to John Ritter, Bernie Mac. Two comedic geniuses that, you know, left us way too early. Yeah, man. Laura Graham, of course, she's like sexy as shit in this. But man, Billy Bob Thornton, man, just kills this movie. It's so funny. So funny. So happy I upgraded that for like $5. And of course, I upgraded. Actually, no, I didn't even own a copy of Bad Santa 2. And you know what, man? I love this movie just as much as the first one. I think Kathy Bates is beyond hysterical in this movie. She plays Billy Bob Thornton's mom. And she's like, in real life, she's like, what, 5-6 years older than him? It's pretty funny. But yeah, it's just crazy dick and fart jokes. It's fun. It's fun. It's just really not PC. Picked up Santa with Muscles. I've been actually after this movie for a bunch of years, and finally this year I took it serious and actually went after it. I paid a little bit much for it. I paid like $15 for it. I was like, fuck, I couldn't find it for cheap, dude. This was actually a little bit harder than I thought I was going to find for cheap and shit like that. But I've been wanting to see this one for a long time. I've never actually seen it, but I've heard it's really bad. But I mean, really, Hulk Hogan as Santa? I mean, shit, dude. Man, so funny. I see, oh shit, is that fucking... Oh, yeah. Crazy. Cool. Yeah, anyways. Santa with Muscles. Cool. Upgraded Trading Places. I've always been a big fan of this. It's so funny how you could never make this movie today. There's some lines in this, man. There's some N-bombs that are just so damn blatant in this. And just blatant racism. But, I mean, you get to see Jamie Lee Curtis's tits in this movie a couple different times, which is kind of crazy. I completely forgot about that. I was watching and she takes her shirt off, and I was like, oh, shit, yeah, totally. That's what this movie's famous for tits, man. But it's just so crazy, like, the storyline, like, how beyond racist it is. It's so ridiculous, man. It's funny, though, man. I think Eddie Murphy steals the show big time in this movie. He's so good in it, man. This is just where he was in his prime, you know, kind of thing. You know, leading up into Beverly Hills Cop and shit, but good shit. And last up for the standard Christmas stuff or whatever is The Night Before. I love this movie. Seth Rogen, Anthony Mackie, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So funny, man. There's some great jokes in here. It's really, really good. Michael Shannon has a great role in this movie too. It's funny. It is legit like hilarious, man. I thought this shit was fun. So if you've never seen The Night Before, check it out. Fun Christmas movie. It's pretty much what you expect. I mean, these guys kind of like their last night out as a group kind of thing, and you know, they just do a lot of crazy drugs, and there's a lot of dick and fart jokes, and the ridiculousness. This movie's fucking ridiculous. But anyways, that's for the standard stuff. Let's get into some neat stuff. Actually, these next two here I actually got today in the mail, so these are actually December's, but whatever, I'm going to throw them in here because that's what I'm going to do. So what is the name of the company? Cauldron Films. No, I think this is number one. American Rickshaw, directed by Sergio Martino. I didn't grab the there we go. I didn't grab the, slipwalk versions or whatever, because I heard that they were going to come out with standards right away. So I was like, shit, I'll just wait for these, man. I got them for a decent price. So American Rickshaw. I've never seen this band, but Sergio Martino is one of my all-time favorite directors. I absolutely love him. So can't wait to check that out. And of course, this one, Abracadabra, directed by Luciano Onetti, who's done a couple films in the last couple years that I really, really enjoyed. I don't know why the names of them are escaping me right now. I feel really stupid I can't remember because I actually loved his movies. But so I'm really looking forward to checking this out, man. So I believe this is the first time this year that it's gotten a legit release. So pretty cool. Yeah, looking forward to that. Yeah, so I got this one from Film Detective. Man, this is kind of interesting. I still need to watch this. I'm going to end up doing a review on this, but I've never seen this one before. But The Other Side of Madness, which is kind of like I think it's like a pseudo Manson story about the murders and shit like that. It's like half, I don't really know. I think it's documentary style, but it's also like interpreted too. And so I don't know. I'd have to actually check this out. I've heard it's like all right, but kind of strange and shit like that. But anyways, I want to check it out. I'm always really interested in anything Charles Manson and the cult, related to the cult and stuff like that. So yeah, looking forward to checking that out. Fuck, it feels like a brick too. It's heavy as hell. From Full Moon, we got Panther Squad. Sybil Danning and Panther Squad. This is what I'm doing with my life. I'm buying Panther Squad movies with Sybil Danning. I've heard this movie is it's really cheesy and bad and shit like that. But you know what, man? I'm going after it. Sybil Danning. When did this shit come out? 74 minutes. Damn, this is fucking short. 84. So this has got to be great. Super low budget, shitty stuff. The Eurosign collection. So hopefully, I don't know what they're gonna put out else on that, but that's gonna be hopefully kind of cool. We got Ryan Nicholson's Torched. which I still need to grab a couple of the other ones, like Live Feed, which is not really my favorite one by Nicholson, but I'm glad that this already came out on Blu-ray Torch. It's pretty cool shit, man. Very, very short film. I think this one only runs like 44 minutes, so yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember really digging this one. So, from Unearthed Films, then we got Artsploitation. I actually got this one, and like it's funny, I never get like screeners and shit like that, but every once in a while, I get one in the mail randomly. It's just so weird. I don't even request these. It's crazy. This one actually sounds kind of cool though. Beast Clawing at Straws. This is a South Korean film from this year, which I need to check out actually. So this one actually looks kind of cool, man. There's been some really good Korean films this year. In fact, I mean, there's been so many foreign films that have been pretty good. So, but yeah, Beast Clawing at Straws. Looking forward to checking that one out. Finally grabbed this from Massacre Video, Mr. No Legs. This is the world that we live in. That we have Mr. No Legs on fucking Blu-ray, and good Blu-ray too. Crazy, man. Crazy. If you've never seen Mr. No Legs before, this movie is like batshit insane. It's pretty self-explanatory. Some dude with no legs tearing some shit up. It's pretty awesome. This movie's amazing. So, Mr. No Legs, great exploitation. Yeah, this is one that I actually hadn't grabbed because the price has always been extremely high here. I don't know why. But I mean, actually, yeah, because ever since Blue Underground started dropping Blu-rays years ago, they all also became imports to Canada, so the prices got stupid. I do have this on DVD. I've got the Shameless DVD, but I love this and found it for a really, really damn good price. So, and that is Amsterdammed. Great stuff from Dick Moss. Love this movie, man. There's some great scenes in this. It's got a great premise, man. The killer is very, very unique. The whole movie is very unique, man. Great channel chase scene in this, man. Amsterdam. You never seen Amsterdam, you got to check it out. It's fucking awesome. Really, really good shit. Yeah, it took me way too long to finally upgrade this, but Amsterdammed. The next bunch are from Vinegar Syndrome, and we've got, of course, Cemetery of Terror here, which is phenomenal. Love this movie. This movie made my top 10 in 1985 before the Blu-ray even dropped. I kept telling people, I was like, man, you motherfuckers better check this shit out, man. It's amazing. And then Vinegar Syndrome goes and drops a bunch of this director's films, which he dropped 3 of them recently. So that's pretty damn cool. But yeah, this is such a great film. It's so good, man. If you've never seen it, you got to check it out. Really, really good stuff. This is kind of like a side grade for me. I do have the German Blu-ray of Deadly Games, aka Title Code for Santa Claus, aka blah blah blah. There's like a million titles for this movie. It's ridiculous. 3675 Code Pierre Noël. It's cool, man. It's if you've never seen it, man, it's basically Home Alone horror style. You know, this movie was shot and came out before Home Alone this was like 89. I think it premiered in 1990, just before Home Alone and shit like that. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how that happens, but I mean, it's got a lot of parallels, a lot of similarities and stuff like that, but it's really, really damn fun. It's got some cheesy kind of rip-off music and stuff, and this kid is like Rambo, man. He's like a little mini Rambo. It's pretty fucking funny, actually, but good stuff. And the killer, the Santa Claus in this, man, holy shit, dude, great casting, man. He just looks legit creepy and shitty, man. He's amazing. Yeah, this was an upgrade for myself too, man. Necromancer. I do have the DVD. I think the DVD actually looks like that right there. Yeah, so here's the... Yeah, I don't want to take it fully out because these things are a pain to get in sometimes. Cheesy film. I rewatched this a couple weeks ago again, and it's fun. It's still really damn fun, man. So I was VSA number 9. I enjoyed Necromancer. Another director that's been getting some mad love, man. Jose Ramon Larance. He's been getting so much love, man, from Arrow and all these companies and shit like that. And we finally have Rest in Pieces on Blu-ray. On Blu-rizzle. Very strange, odd movie. It does definitely have some... I don't know, man. This is one of those movies when I first watched it, I was like, what the fuck is, like, seriously, this is the strangest fucking movie ever. But, you know, it's unique. It's definitely unique. The main actress, the main character in this film, man, she's such a bad actress. It actually kills me to watch it again. It's so funny. She's horrible. But it's a very unique idea. I kind of liked it. It's cool. Rest in Pieces. Great title, though. And, of course, we've got Whodunit. Now, this one right here, man, I actually watched for 1982, and I watched, like, a really shitty It was like a VHS, really muddy, kind of washed out, and I hated. Like I was like, man, this movie is fucking terrible. Watched on Blu-ray with a great transfer and shit, and I actually got a new appreciation for it, man. That's what a good transfer can really do for a film. It can really kind of, upgrade your thoughts a little bit, man. Because I was having a hard time paying attention to it because the transfer was so shitty. Also known as Island of Blood. Pretty cool stuff about a bunch of people that go to this island to film this film, and they start getting picked off and stuff like that. Nothing, narrative-wise, nothing new or nothing crazy or nothing, but the end of the movie is so stupid, dude. It's funny, man. But yeah, so we got Whodunit. All right, get into a couple Scream Factory titles, which they have not been dropping anything unique. Maybe a few IFC titles and stuff, which I don't collect. In the last couple months, they've dropped like fuck all, man. They've just been re-releasing all their movies in steelbook form and dropping 4Ks and stuff. It's been very disappointing. But first up from the Shout line, of course, I had to pick up Twins. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, man. I mean, this movie's finally on Blu-ray, which I don't know why it took so damn long for it to actually come out on Blu-ray, but great film, man. One of the only Schwarzenegger movies I didn't actually own. I never even had the DVD of it. So, but Twins had to have it. And then we got How to Make a Monster, directed by Herbert Strock. Oh man, I love this movie. It's so great, dude. It's great, man. It's basically about this special effects artist that works in the studio that essentially these new bigwigs come in and they make a whole pile of changes and stuff, and they downgrade, and of course he loses a job and stuff. So what he does is he basically comes up with this way to hypnotize his some of the actors that he's done effects on to go and kill a bunch of people and shit. It's really cool, man. Really, really fucking fun movie, man. But How to Make a Monster, fun shit, great transfer. The Brides of Dracula on Blu-ray, man. So cool, man. Directed by one of my all-time favorites, Terrence Fisher. I absolutely love Terrence Fisher. I love this artwork. I mean, Terrence Fisher just has way too many films to name off that he has done. He's an amazing director, but so I actually haven't watched this transfer yet, but good film, though. And War of the Colossal Beast. Dude, this movie I seen years ago, and I just remember it being so fucking funny, man. It's like all the minis and shit that they used in this, from what I can remember. I mean, you can pretty much see that on the back, it's like, obviously those are minis. Oh man, so funny. But yeah, I gotta check this one again, so. But yeah, Scream Factory, I've been dropping lots of good stuff, but it's just not enough lately. I think this month they don't have anything coming out. January, nothing's coming out that's unique. Like I said, just reissues and shit, which is kind of boring, but for myself. Moving on to the Arrow titles. A couple of Arrow Academy titles. We picked up the Serpent's Egg, Ingmar Bergman film. I've never seen this. I've heard it's really, really great. This is one that I've always wanted to check out. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I finally picked it up on the sale. I was like, fuck it. It's about time I grabbed this one. So I'm a big fan of Bergman's films. And I also picked up The Man of a Thousand Faces, which I have actually seen before, and I really do dig this movie. It's been years and years since I've seen it, though. Yeah, the Lon Chaney, based on Lon Chaney and stuff like that. So, but yeah, Man of a Thousand Faces. Into the Arrow titles. I'm totally going to lose this stack over here. First up here is Toys Are Not for Children. This is a really, really, really bizarre movie. It's not necessarily a horror movie. Or, I mean, I would say it's kind of exploitive a little bit. Basically about this girl that has this total fucking daddy complex where, she collects all these toys and shit like that. She ends up getting married, but then she has such a daddy complex that she can't even have sex with her husband. It's really, really strange, man. Pretty interesting story behind this movie too. Like the guy that directed this and stuff. It's pretty interesting. I know Stephen Thrower does an intro for this, or does one of the features on here, and I watched it. It's really interesting to hear him talk about this director and shit, and how this movie got made, and why he didn't make any more and stuff like that. But pretty interesting movie. I really dug it. It's a strange premise, really strange premise. Black Rainbow with Rosanna Arquette. I dug this, man. She kind of plays like a medium type thing, and it's I felt like this movie had so much more potential. I dug it, but I didn't love it. I might rewatch this one later on down the road again. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood for it, but I thought it was okay. It was just okay. And we've got Terry Gilliam's Tideland. I'd never actually seen this movie. I always knew about it from 2005. I'm a big Terry Gilliam fan. I think he's got one of the most unique filmmaking minds out there. He just does some crazy, obscure, abstract type weird shit. This is a perfect example of getting into the mind of someone. It's basically about dreams and nightmares and things like that, but it's so crazy. It's just there's so much going on in this movie. It's crazy. I really dug this. It's definitely one of those movies where, well, like all Terry Gilliam's movies, really. I mean, you either like them or you don't. I feel like there's no middle ground with Terry Gilliam's films whatsoever because they're just either too bizarre for people or they're just too awesome to hate. So you're either one side of the spectrum or the other. So Thailand, I think it's crazy. It's super unique. It's really hard to explain. It's one of those movies you kind of got to see for yourself to believe what you're seeing. Nico Masarakis produced movie Bloodstone. It's just kind of in the vein of like, you know, those romancing the stone and all those type of romance adventure films of like the early 80s and shit. When did this one come out? 1988. So it's a little bit after, you know, a lot of those ones came out in the early 80s and stuff. It's pretty damn fun, man. What's the dude's name in this? The Indian guy. Oh my god, this guy's amazing. Like, he's been in like 10 million fucking movies too. The legendary Tamil megastar Renskath in his first English. Man, the guy's so amazing. He's so dope in this, but he definitely is the selling point to this. But Bloodstone, pretty fun. Pretty fun. This was a really unique one. I'd never seen this one before. In fact, I don't even know if I'd ever even heard of this movie. 1988. Like, I swear. I kept trying to think after. I'm like, I don't know, man. I think I've seen this, or heard of it, but I don't know. I don't think I had. Dream Demon. This is a fucking trip, man. Total trippy movie. Another kind of surreal type storyline that deals with you know, dreams and things like that. But I thought it was really cool. A lot of great visuals in here, great sound design, good cinematography, interesting idea and shit like that. This is definitely one that you could probably watch a few times over and pick out something new every time you watch it. But Dream Demon, very, very cool film. Kind of side graded this one, more of an upgrade though, because I do have the standard edition of this, and I think it's like a upscale or some shit. It looks like trash. But The Last Starfighter, this was like pretty much known to be like one of the first movies to use like CG in their movies. Like, basically it's about this guy that's a video game whiz, and he gets picked up on Earth, taken into this galaxy to actually like go and fight, kind of like video game style and shit like that, protects his galaxy and shit like that. And pretty cool stuff, man. You know, I've always really dug this one. You know, it's not like one of my favorite movies from this era, but I really dig this. I have heard people actually recently say that this would be a great movie to remake. I actually kind of agree. I think you could probably do a lot of pretty cool stuff with it now. But yeah, Last Starfighter, still pretty cool premise. And we got To Live and Die in L.A., William Friedkin film, starring William Peterson. Man, I completely forgot. I was rewatching this movie a few weeks back. That's this crazy scene where he has a sex scene with this girl, and he's got like a full out boner in it, and it's like full frontal boner, and I'm like, dude, that's so funny, man, to see that in a film, like more or less a mainstream movie with this huge boner like fucking popping out. It's so funny, dude. Like, first of all, you're supposed to be acting. Like, why do you have such a fucking huge boner? It's crazy. But yeah, To Live and Die in L.A., great film, man. William Dafoe plays like a counterfeiter and stuff like that. Peterson plays a cop, and he's hunting him down after his partner gets killed by his men and shit like that. It's a great movie. I've always loved this film. It just took me forever to finally upgrade this, but yeah, love it. Great shit. All right, moving along with the arrows. This was not part of the sale, but I had to upgrade this because I love this movie, and the Tokyo Shock DVD is pretty muddy looking, and I was really excited to finally get this shit in high def, and that's Versus. Oh man, I love this movie. It's batshit insane. Dude, oh man, if you've never seen Versus before, it's crazy. It's just crazy, man. It's amazing. Yeah, a relentless, one-of-a-kind sensory assault, chock full of hyper-kinetic fight scenes, gangster shootouts, sword-slashing violence, and gory zombie horror. Versus was a key title amongst that pretty much sums it up. That's a really good description because it's crazy. It's just batshit insane. You never seen Versus? Cop this shit, man. You owe it to yourself because it's that good. So, I've said over and over again, I'm not like the hugest fan of American Werewolf in London. I know it's kind of blasphemy. I do like the movie, of course, but like I passed on the big special edition and shit because I was like, fuck it, whatever. I don't really care. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait for the standard. Got it for like £7 on the sale. So I'm happy with this to do, I guess, a side grade. I think I already have it on Blu-ray. I don't know, but I wanted it for the features and shit because I know. You know what? I think I don't know if this is a different documentary or not. I know there's a full-length documentary on the other Blu-ray too, but it might be the same. I don't even know, but it's still a really good documentary. But I'm sure this is a different. Yeah, it is a different transfer. So that's cool. American Werewolf in London. Then we got Oh, that's cool. We got Pulse. Finally grabbed Pulse. I don't know what took me so long to finally upgrade this one, too. This is kind of crazy. Big fan of this film. When did this come? In 2001. That's right. It was on my top 10 in 2001. So, yeah, Pulse. Good shit right there. This is one I actually didn't really know much about. And, yeah, so it's from the guy that did Killer Nun. And that is The Climber. This is like an Italian Pugliese film. Pugliese? I can't fucking say that word. I'm not even going to pretend like I can say that shit. Directed by Pascal, blah, blah, and Climber. Okay, so no, it's not. Oh, no, the guy was someone that was in Killer Nun. Okay, anyways, it is what it is. It's Italian crime film called The Climber. It looks pretty damn cool. I love this artwork, if you can see that white, because white always seems to not pick up for you. Pretty cool stuff, though. If anyone out there has seen this, let me know. Because I love my Euro crime films, my Italian crime films, but I've never actually really heard of that one, so it's kind of cool. We got Horrors of Malformed Men. This is one I've never seen before. It does sound very interesting. I believe it's from, 1969. Pretty crazy stuff. I think from the director... what else? Orgies of Edo and Blind Woman's Curse among films. Actually, Arrow's released a lot of his movies, so looking forward to checking that out. And then we got Jake Speed. I've actually never seen this before, believe it or not. Is that when it came out in 2002? Is it from then? No, that can't be right. Yeah, so I really don't... No, it's Rice Life of 80s Action Cheese. Yeah, I was going to say, man, it had to come out in the 80s. Yeah, so it's definitely in the vein of like Raiders Last Ark and Romancing the Stone. So it's another one of these romance fucking fantasy action type films. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that one looks kind of cool. All right, finished up with the Arrow stuff. We got the Annihilators. This movie's great, man. I think Kino actually released this also. I never grabbed it, so sale item. Perfect sale item for myself. Don't want to pay anywhere close to full price. So grab the Annihilators. Great action film from Charles Sellier. He did that one. This one, man, this is the one I've been wanting to check out for so long because it's got my mad Fred Williamson, and you guys know I'm a huge Fred Williamson fan. Never seen this one, and that is Whitefire. Man, I love the artwork on this. Is so amazing. That is so fucking 80s. It's disgusting. It's amazing. 1984. I've heard nothing but good things about this. Just batshit crazy. So, Whitefire. Looking forward to checking that shit out. What's this one? Oh yeah, here we go. Here's the other one I gripped. Orgies of Edo. Never seen this one. Of course, from the director we just talked about. I don't want to say his name because I don't know how to pronounce it properly. So this movie basically says told in anthology style. Pretty interesting. Yeah, Blind Woman's Curse. Horrors of Malformed. Yeah, so I got a lot of catching up to do on some of these films, man. I have so many of that guy's movies, and I need to actually start checking them out. Day of the Jackal, great fucking movie. Man, I was going to actually rewatch this about a week ago, and I got sidetracked, and I was, I'll pop it in. And I looked at the runtime, I was like, oh yeah, this movie's crazy long. So I was like, I'll just start at a different time. But yeah, 143 minutes, pretty crazy. But yeah, classic stuff, Day of the Jackal. Love that shit right there. Black Moon Rising, with Tommy Lee Jones. Never actually seen this movie. Never seen it before. So yeah, I know he did. The director of this also did. I'm just wasting everyone's fucking time right now. I know this movie was written by John Carpenter, but what else did he direct? He directed something else, and you guys are probably screaming at me right now, and I can't remember. But he did something else too that I know that I've seen. I don't know. I'm stupid. And we got In the Aftermath, which is. I think this is animated, actually. Yeah, unique mashup of 80s B-movie, nuclear paranoia, hauntingly lyrical animation in the aftermath spread on the stunning new. Also highlights visionary corpus. I think it's like the Angel's Egg from 1985. I think it's based on that Spellbound anime Angel's Egg New Live. I think it's something to do with that type of story, that Angel's Egg anime that was done in 85 or whatever. So. Which I really thought was cool, man. It's really strange. It's got such a weird, odd narrative to it and stuff. But yeah, so In the Aftermath, I really don't know much about it, so I'm sure I fucked that up and stuff. But anyways, yeah. What are we at here? Holy man, 35... Oh, the fucking hair on there. Gross. Oh, that shit is delicious, man. Delicious. All right, so we got a few box sets here. So this is what happens when you get super drunk on Skype with your homies one night. And then you get into a minor conversation about Star Trek, which I really can't hang because I actually don't really know much about Star Trek. All I know is I've seen the original film, the sequel, and like one of the later ones. Anyways, I just, I started, I was on Amazon. I was like, oh, I'm going to check to see how much the complete series is like with all the movies, well, with the exception of the brand new 3. So I ended up getting this set for like $34 or some shit like that. So the 10 movie Star Trek collection. Like I said, I've seen the Virgil motion picture, The Wrath of Khan, and I have seen, I believe, First Contact. I think that's no. I haven't seen it. I've seen the first one of the new trilogy. Yeah. So which I'm going to get the new trilogy. I actually really enjoyed that first one. So, but maybe when I get my dork on one day, I'll just start popping in some fucking Star Trek movies. It's been forever, but I remember loving The Wrath of Khan. I thought it was great, but I was never a Trekkie. I never watched the original TV series. I never watched Next Generation. I never watched any of the series. Like I'm pretty green when it comes to Star Trek, but movie wise, I can dig them though. I can dig them. So. From Arrow Academy, I picked up this 4-film noir classic set right here. I've been really getting into noirs lately. Again, I used to be such a big fan, and I just kind of got out of it, and I don't really buy them like I should, man. But, so this is kind of cool. This one right here has got, so this one's got Force of Evil and the Big Combo, which, yeah, so, and this one's got the Dark Mirror and Secret Beyond the Door. Basically what it is they're on separate discs, and then of course the artwork is on the flip side of that. I think these were actually, this might be like the reissued box set or something like that. I think they might have come in like a 4 set. I'm not sure. I know you can get these things separately too, but this was really cheap on the sale, so I thought I'd pick them up. I watched 3 of the 4. I think the only one I didn't watch was the Big Combo. Oh no, I watched the Big Combo. That was the one with the mob boss and stuff. But these, so far, the first 3 that I watched were fantastic, man. The Dark Mirror was fucking excellent. Secret Beyond the Door was amazing. Like, man, these noir, like it's like really damn good, man. If you like these kind of mystery films and, oh, dude, like I just can't say enough good things about all the movies in here. Well, at least 3 of the 4 that I've seen so far. I think it was Force of Evil. I think Force of Evil is the one I didn't watch. Yeah, Force of Evil was the one I didn't watch, I think, but these are fantastic. Really, really enjoyed that shit. So I actually ordered a couple more, and I got to pick up some of like the Bonafide classics and shit like that too, just to have them in my collection because I feel like I'm really, really fucking lacking on the film noirs, and I love them. Picked up the big box Tourist Trap here, kind of the fake big box VHS, but kind of cool because I think they kind of did this right. It actually does come with a figure of Mr. Slauson, which is fantastic. That's really cool that it comes with a figure in here. And of course it comes with the remastered and uncut version of Tourist Trap, which I did watch. And the Blu-ray looks pretty good, for what it is. I mean, the movie's pretty low budget and shit like that. But it definitely rekindled my love for the movie. This is such a great movie. It's so damn good. It's so creepy. This is like one of the creepiest movies out there. Like, it's just crazy. Great music, but Chuck Connors, it's just amazing. And so we're on Skype one night, bullshitting with the homies, and we started talking about Chuck Connors. I didn't know some things about this guy. Like, this guy was he played, what did he play? He played in Major League Baseball. I think he played in the NFL. He was like a cop at one time, Air Force. Like, this guy was like a jack of everything, man. Like, became like this big actor. Oh my God, like, Chuck Connors is the damn man, the fucking man, but he is just creepy as shit in this movie. But, oh man, it just totally rekindled my love for it. I love this movie. It's so great. I hadn't seen it in years. I had the DVD and shit like that, but it was cool to rewatch it and stuff. And last up for is, of course, the Dawn of the Dead 4K set, which I can't even watch because I don't even have a 4K TV or Blu-ray or 4K player. But, I'll eventually upgrade and stuff, but I wasn't going to pass up on this because that would just be stupid. But I'm not going to open this up because everyone has seen the insides and what this looks like and stuff. But this is just a great release. It really is my all-time favorite horror movie of all time. All-time favorite. Why did I have to say that twice? It's so stupid. My all-time favorite horror movie. And this is the type of release that you just you get a boner over. You really get a big boner because you can't get any better than this shit. It's ridiculous. So, but yeah, Dawn of the Dead 4K. So eventually, which I'm actually going to be getting a setup here shortly. Actually, the wife's been talking about it because so I can bring my TV that totally works fine downstairs. We're redoing a game room and stuff. We're going to put all the PlayStations in there, and which they kind of do right now and stuff. But get gaming chairs, and we're just going to build a whole big setup. So I'm going to bring that TV from downstairs, the 52 Samsung, and then get the 4K set up downstairs. So that'll be coming. So, but anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the update. Actually, a pretty short one for once. Crazy. I like it. So it's not gonna take me 3 hours to put all my shit away. So that's amazing. But anyways, guys, once again, if you're still watching to this point, episode 200 of the podcast is going to be dropping. This is a shameless plug. So go check out the 22 Shots of Moods and Horror, episode 200. It's fantastic, man. It's really damn long, but I think it's a really good one. I think we had a blast doing it and shit like that. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the update, and I'll check you in a few weeks here with the December pickups, which I really don't have anything right now, and but the Christmas haul and stuff, but I do have big packets from Vinegar Syndrome and Mondo and stuff like that coming in. So be on the lookout for that. I'll check you guys later. And as usual,